Hello, April.
Hello,
Welcome to
Jessica.
the Mom Life with April and Jessica.
And Jessica and April. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. One moment here, y'all, while I get it together.
Happy International Women's Day
Yes, thank you. Same to you and to all the women.
to all of them everywhere.
All the beautiful, intelligent women, hardworking moms, even if you're not a mom, all women. Let's see. All right.
So, how have you been today, April?
Um, I worked today. I I assisted the doctor today out at the clinic. Um, Very challenging day. A lot of running around. You know, picked up two more clients in the doctor's office as well.
Yeah, I think you texted me about that.
Yeah, two more doctors.
Nice.
Just, um,
How did that happen? Acquaintances or?
just being in there working for, Doc, and there are other doctors that are there and they see the work I do for him. So, they ask me
Nice.
them. So I'm gonna take someone out Friday with me so that they can get a little hands-on. I might go Thursday though.
And what kind of work are you going to do with them? We don't have that here. We don't have that here.
The spokesperson for burners.
We don't have that here. I still would like to try it.
Medicine. This is refreshing. You got heartburn, you got gas, you got a cold, you need to throw up, whatever. You got a hangover, get a burners, get a burners.
So, are you going to be doing admin tasks and stuff for him?
Yes. So I actually just started out going there doing shred service, just due to one of the receptionist or the secretary there. She was retiring. She's actually gone. I missed her leaving. Her name's Juanita, but she retired.
She was just there last week.
I wasn't there last week. Remember, it was the week before.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
leaving. Yeah,
Okay.
bummer, but
It's amazing. I'm in New Jersey and I still know when somebody in Michigan retired, and I've never seen this woman. Either I'm one nosy beep or
no, just pay attention to when I talk. That's all. That's all.
so. Anything else going on? Anything else new?
Mm, the kid issue. My son was, acting out. Um, Not happy because he can't have his way. You know how that goes. He's like
Yeah.
making a thing of it though. So, we're just trying to deal with that. Find some solutions without having to send him away, but he's like on his way out the door.
Oh, you hang in there, and you're doing the best that you could.
Yeah, it's just hard to deal with, like on a daily, like it doesn't stop. Yeah.
And that's why we do this and we take a little time out for ourselves and we talk. I talk to you all day. and you talk to me all day, and it's not gonna be perfect,
I know,
but
but you just need a break sometime. Like enough is enough. Like
you know what I thought was really important that you said to me this morning?
hmm,
Um, you said this morning when you messaged me and you were like, you said something, and I said, "Are you okay?" Or I asked how you were feeling because remember, like last week, you weren't feeling good, and then you were like, "I'm trying," and that left me thinking for like an hour afterwards. And I kept saying to myself, she's trying, and that's all you can do is try. And I kept saying to myself, well, you could be laying in bed doing nothing. You could have given up. You could still give up. I mean, you know, he's there right now and it's not easy. And you want to give up because I've heard you tell me. And giving up is like
like
the
you
absolute
turn your back on your kid and then something. I watch the news every day, so
it's the easiest thing to do is give up. The hardest thing to do is keep going. And when you said I'm trying, I said, damn, like how many times have I wanted to stop trying? And then I was like, well, you know what? I think April is okay. So, and I'm here for you. I love you.
love you too. Just
Yeah.
taking it day by day.
So, today's topic is it cheaper to work from home?
We actually got a special guest for that tonight.
Oh, is our mom squad captain coming?
Yep, she is coming. Let me get her over here.
I absolutely love feeling like I'm in high school with like a bunch of cheerleaders. Like I was not a cheerleader. I missed it by like a point. I don't know why. I was probably just not cool enough. But
I'm a cheerleader.
you were?
No,
I played
I was the head of
sports.
the dance team.
I did other sports though.
I was the head of the dance team.
I was in my whole own league of cool.
You were
Um,
doing things.
I was in my own league, okay, April? It's my own league. I had friends and we worked on cars. They just happened to be boys.
Those were the only good friends to have. The girls were irritating.
I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. I had like two. I was always the pretty friend.
I,
Always. I got sick of that after a while.
I can't say I didn't have any friends. I just didn't have a lot of them. I wasn't popular. Um, one, two, three. I had like three, I want to say three. My best friend Jacqueline, I love her so much. Me and her don't talk. I wish that we could, but we don't. Jacqueline, Tanita, Tierra,
I'm
and
here, you guys.
there she is. Hi, see. Your picture is looking pretty. I got a little.
So that is our mom life squad captain. So we talked a couple of episodes previously how we are expanding our group and we're going to have our merch and we're going to have, just come together as a community of moms of all walks of life and how we're going to um, just basically come together. And we're gonna introduce her as Nisi because I love that name. Although her birth name is pretty too. but Nisi as our captain of the mom squad. So she is also a mom to three children,
Or
four children. And she's a younger mom, and she's going to be coming on periodically so she can talk with us. But she is going to be part of the mom squad. So she is an extension to us. She is somebody we go to for business discussions. She's somebody we go to when we have questions because she's got a very fresh, different perspective of things compared to April and myself. She has a lot newer vision of things. I like to say, not because April's her mom or anything, but I like to say she has fresh eyes. She's young. She's experienced because she is a mom and she's an awesome mom. She's smart, super smart. Her kids respect her. She's doing a fantastic job. Um, but she's got fresh eyes, and sometimes moms like April and I, we see things a little cloudy, a little unrealistic, a little biased. So we kind of have her around as part of the squad, keeping it fresh, keeping it real, and giving a different perspective. So we're happy to have her because um, she's part of our group. And like I said, we're just expanding from here. So
welcome. Good to have her.
welcome.
Thank you.
So, and as you can see, she has her own startup of Mom's Crafty Place. She is very, very, very talented young woman. I am completely blown out of the water with her talent. Um, and again, I could say this, I'm not her mom, but she blows me away with the things that she makes when I see them. I literally don't believe that she makes them. I have to verify this with her children, who I'm pretty sure she does not pay off to say she did make them. I'm convinced. Um, but she is extremely talented. So we're very lucky to have her here, and she's going to bring a lot of good stuff to the table with us too. So, but she's going to jump in as she can. So tonight we're talking about, is working from home cheaper? Is it cheaper working from home? We talked the other night about the perks and like I remember I was talking about how we don't eat out as much and Dunkin' Donuts and I mean, come on, you know what? Gas prices.
I'm still
April,
here until
okay.
it's killing me.
Gas prices.
Yeah,
They
gas
are,
prices now are definitely up. So at this moment, it's kind of a bittersweet that working from home would be cheaper.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
will,
overall, I can't say that it is completely cheaper all the time, depending on your circumstances.
that's true
Like me
too.
myself, I have four children I care for. So working from home, I have to make sure that I have things to occupy them, things that's going to keep them out of my hair for that time that I need to work. And that costs money most of the time because you have to buy those things. So if you're a parent that's at home by yourself, because your spouse is out or you're a single mother, it can get pricey at times, and then having smaller children trying to do it, if you want to have that time to yourself, it's not going to really work out because you're going to have to pay for childcare still.
That is true. That's true. Now, Nisi, do you work specifically with any call centers or anything like that, or do you do like strictly like the crafting and stuff like that, and like administrative work, not phone based? I don't know if
No,
you're
I
super.
don't work with any call centers. I do it. I kind of work for myself and whatever comes about. Not really doing anything. I'm like, I do multiple things as I can.
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So, like I have multiple things that I do. I have my own business that I run. I try to do that when I can. The crafts, I do that mainly at night, once the kids are out of my hair and I don't have to worry about them getting into anything that I'm doing. So,
I understand that. So keeping the kids busy is a big part and is an important role actually because I'm the only one on camera right now, and I feel like April. What is going on right now? Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up to my perspective. So working from home, um, and you're muted on top of it. Okay, so working from home, let's talk about these.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
just
I
felt
don't know if I had ate something or what, but my tooth just started banging. Like I just had to like run and like brush my teeth quickly.
well,
It's
for instance,
bad,
for
but
just for example, working from home has got me buying arbitrary paraphernalia. For example, yeah,
yeah,
unnecessary, unnecessary things.
unnecessary. Don't play with me with the unnecessary. By the way,
Well,
just loving your little, what is that you have on, the little hoodie thing there?
this this is this here is this is amazing. This is my this was probably the best thing I bought this winter. It is a blanket. It's a wearable blanket, okay? It is so warm. So I was sitting here in the house, it's freezing. I'm by a window, there's a draft. I put this poncho on and it's like Sherpa lined. It's just like a thick blanket. It even like it I'm not trying to sell it. Listen, I don't
Play,
get anything with
play,
it.
get you pleasure. Ooh, is that one of your guilty
April,
pleasures of things that you went out buying?
it has a button where it turns into a blanket. Like I throw it on my bed at night. It keeps me warm. I bought a Zippo hand warmer from when I have to do like desk work because my hands get so cold. So I put my warmer on. This is stuff I do not need. So I don't need that. I just bought, oh, well, time out. I did need a desk for my bed because that's an important thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You have to get up. We
I
have
mean,
all the time. You don't work in the bed. You work at the
I
kitchen
mean,
table, in the closet, or something. But no, not the bed.
working from home in your bed's a
Don't
perk.
listen to her on that, y'all. Don't listen to that. That is not good. Even though she still sound professional, don't listen to that part. You do not. Your bed is where you sleep,
It is. It is where you sleep.
not
Or,
work.
I
No
mean,
job unless you that kind of person in your bed that you work in. No.
but do you remember Black Friday? How many hours I worked on Black Friday?
How many hours did I work on Black
We
Friday?
worked like 18 hours on Black Friday, and I was laying in bed with my computer
Oh,
like
my
this.
feet were so swole from sitting in the chair.
See, and I was very, very fine because I was laying in bed working. Oof, that sounds
Yeah.
terrible. I was laying in bed working, but I made money and I wasn't doing anything illegal. Okay, so I got a desk. I mean, I'm constantly buying pens and notebooks. Um, I've got my warmer. What else do I have? Okay, clothes. I mean, I wear it. I wear clothes,
You know.
but I don't have to really because I work specifically from the house. I don't have to have like a fancy wardrobe. So I just get like kind of bum around clothes. So clothes is not an issue, like sweatpants, leggings, stuff like that, t-shirts.
Yeah.
Um, okay, my food gets slightly more expensive, but that's my diet. That's how I eat. Like I just had this morning, besides my goat cheese, which we're not going to talk about.
Because I don't know.
I had like a plant-based cream cheese, but stuff like that gets more expensive. But that's just part of my diet. So food, but again, the offset of gas, I'm not crying about it. Not at all. I've got internet that I have to pay, cell phone bill, things like that. But I still have the cheapest plan for my internet just to make sure I get the basic.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of people. Like in my house, it's a lot of people.
I have a lot of devices. When they tally up how many devices I have in this house, I think it was something like 50 devices. And then you start thinking about like what you have connected, and I'm just like, oh my God,
You probably got
TVs
way
and
more than that then because we have so many devices already by itself, just if you count up with it being 5 people.
when I had the kids then with the virtual learning, they all had their computers, and then who wanted to bring their cell phone and blah blah blah. That I was spending a little fortune on internet.
Mm,
But the other good thing is too, which I don't know if people tend to take seriously or not, a lot of the stuff is tax deductible,
yep.
depending on how you do your taxes and if you get them done professionally or not. But um, I am horrible at keeping receipts. Let's not talk about that, April. We'll save it for another episode. Do not, don't,
Ah,
don't. We'll save it for another episode. But I am terrible with keeping receipts. So naturally, what's the last day to file taxes?
April 15th, I think.
Oh,
I don't know. I think they pushed it back this year.
then whatever the last day is, I'm pretty sure at like 11:51 at night, the day before, I'll start my taxes. And that's when I'll start looking for the receipts. And thank God I have Amazon, and that's where I do all my shop. Does this consider as a write-off?
I'm not sure. I have to research that, but I think we can. What you talking about? Your sweater? Your blanket?
My blanket, my blanket wearable poncho.
No, it's not a write-off.
Just asking. But I'll have to gather all my receipts. But it also depends on what industry you're in as well, too. Because I know for myself, having my professional license, there's certain things I can actually write off, such as beauty products, being in the professional industry. So that's something to think about. I could just
Yeah, if
look
you
around.
guys need any help with that, then you make sure to hit the button. Well, I'm pointing the wrong way. Hit the button
I don't know
over
which way it
there
is.
for a consultation. Again, even if you just need someone to talk to, you can go ahead and you can drop us a line. We'll help you out.
What is the absolute best free thing that you can get working from home? Like, what is something free that you can get to work from home? I had to buy a new computer.
What do you mean? Something
Well,
free from home?
yeah. Yeah, like what is something free? Like how can you get something free working from home? You could look on Facebook Marketplace
You
or
can get all
Craigslist.
kind of stuff free on if you go on Marketplace,
Is
even
Craigslist still a thing?
Craigslist still. Yeah.
Oh,
There's people giving stuff away all the time.
I got my desk for free. My desk that's in like the other room, real desk. I got that for free. Somebody gave that away. I just don't work at it. I prefer working from my bed.
No, I
I'm just
like
trying to think.
for my bed.
It's comfortable.
Well, I can't say you're not right. I like to relax too, but I just can't be in my bed because I'm gonna go to sleep.
I just remember what else I just got recently.
Hmm.
Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. I got that big giant pillow, remember?
The one that you warmed up.
No, that's the hedgehog.
Y'all see all the stuff that she be buying
No,
at
no,
home.
no. The pillow for my back. Remember the big giant blue one with the arms?
Oh yeah, I had one of those
Yeah,
when I was pregnant because I
no.
couldn't sleep laying down. Yeah, it used to be like a big pillow like this, and it had 2 arms. Lay back on it, put your arms on it. Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, I got that so I would sit up straight, so I wouldn't be all like, you know.
Yeah, I might have to get another one of those because it was pretty comfortable.
It is so, and this one is a nice firm one, and it's got a headrest. It's like a super duper one. It looks like a spaceship's chair.
She loves her bed, y'all. I heard
Yeah.
her say her favorite pastime is sleeping.
You know what I told my mom? If I could do everything from my bed, I would. Like, I've
Mm.
actively looked out the window and tried to figure out how to drive my bed. Drive my bed.
Then
April.
you don't got nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, driving my bed. Like,
You know,
that is
your
absolutely
bed.
awesome. Is it
That's
cheaper to
it.
work from home? Well, Nisi brought up a good point because I was gonna say, is it cheaper to work from home with kids? But she brought up an excellent point. Having little kids, and depending on whether you need to have daycare for them or a babysitter or a nanny. And then she brought up how she has to have special like just toys and activities for them. That's a really valid point because and also too, not like depending on what you're doing when you're working from home is not necessarily going to be cheaper. Because I remember having a daycare, an actual registered daycare, and the amount of supplies that you had to buy for something like that was like astronomical.
Well, I think it would be more so aimed at what type of work at home
Right.
business you're running versus, okay, I'm not going to say that any of them are so much as cheap to work from home because you have to invest in your own success, and that means you have to have the right equipment. You can't you can't just wing it. Oh, I'll get it next time. You really gotta have what you need. And yeah, you can write a lot of things off, but the question is, how do you write them off, and what do you write off, and
Yeah.
the cost of different things. So for me, working from home, I have no idea who that is. Oh, like, can you get the door? I'm sorry, guys. Um, for me, when I first started working from home, I had to go to rent a center. I didn't have a computer of my own, and I was just getting started. So it cost me a bit, and then I still had to pay for lights, internet. I didn't have a babysitter. I've always been my own babysitter. I taught my kids back when they were little, it was kind of a game. Like, if you see me with the headset on and you come in a room, raise your hand. And so they thought it was funny. So they would, yeah.
I was really happy today. Dylan came in from school and I was still on the phone with a client and he came in really quiet and then he put his stuff down and I was done. And he's like, "Are you done?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." Because like he can tell because like the headphones come off and he's like, "I came in quietly." And I was like, "Yes, you did."
Awesome.
I know, I know. I was like, "Thank God."
Flipping off the
Usually,
wall when you come through the door.
I know, because usually comes in and it's like a bull
And
and
that
it's
can
just like,
also cost you guys. So if you are working
yeah,
from home and you have disruptive children, that costs you money
yeah,
because you can lose your position. You cannot have that opportunity anymore due to um, just the corruption in the background noise. Working from home is like a major thing, right? So starting off, I recommend, if it's not something that's going to be acceptable with noise, that just map out how you, no, no, how you would go about it. So, how would you keep your kids quiet? Oh, for instance, will you shush? 4210. 4210. No. Yeah, how do you shut the dog up without choking him out?
oh my gosh, or the neighbor's dog. What's the problem?
Now that was really bad during the summer because it was like,
Is that a real dog?
get in your bed and shut up. That is Wiggles, girl.
It didn't sound like Wiggles.
That's because she's trying to be a big dog because there's somebody at the door. You better not. That's bad. You gotta hold your hair like.
Dylan's telling me something. He's got like code here. He's trying to tell me. I can't even get a 45-minute conversation here.
Did you
He's
just see
he,
Macy just come peeking back in like,
yeah, she just wants to make sure that everything's still happening.
thank
He
you.
he stands here. He wants something with. All
But
right, what are we
anyways,
looking at?
so now the dog's being quiet. But how do you figure out these background noises and how to, keep them? So what I started out doing is I actually would work at night. Either I would work at night or I would work during the day while they were at school. Excuse me. Whew. See, that's mom life, y'all. I done worked all day. I'm still going. I went to sleep
I
late
don't know what.
last night, up making cutting boards with Niecy. And
He
then you
just did
have,
something to my iPad.
oh
You
no.
know, it's hot. It's hot. He's charging it. He's playing on it. It's mine. I don't even remember how he got it.
I don't know, Niecy, what do you think? How do you go about, I know she has like this real strong mute game, everybody, if you notice, you haven't heard a kid yet, but they're like bouncing around her right now.
She
But
ties them up real fast. She's like, I'm going off mute. She wraps them up in like duct tape really quick.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely bouncing around. So it's like, oh, hold on, gotta mute. Like, so, yeah, but I mean, how do I get them? I mean, the smaller kids, like I said earlier, the smaller kids, they're really hard to do that with, like having a baby or a 2-year-old, because their noise is random. So it's like harder to be like, okay, well, I know they're doing this, it's gonna be like that, But if you have older kids that's school age children, then little activities you can have them do, drawing, coloring, make them have little competitions, and just get them a series of things. Already have their snacks made, tell them like the snacks are in the refrigerator, just pick whatever you want. It gets it to sometimes where when you're working from home and the children are not occupied anymore, but you're still working, they're coming trying to ask you. You're like, I don't care, just get whatever. I don't care, just eat it, But it can be difficult. It can really be difficult. Like I take calls for my own business, and my son is 2 years old, and he's autistic. So trying to do that at the same time, sometimes I literally have him on my hip while I'm talking professional. Like, it's hard. So it all depends on what you're doing. But then when it comes to the crafting, sometimes I can give them something to do to make them feel like they're doing the craft as well. And it'll hold them off from messing with what I'm actually doing. And if you're doing something that's a professional setting and you need to be quiet and you need to, be professional, having kids is very hard. But when it comes to something that's more creative, that's a bit easier to get past, because you can set boundaries and you can kind of give them their own things to make them feel like they're part of it. You can even let them add a little something to it to make them feel like, oh, they did it too, and they'll leave you alone because that's all they want to do is just touch it one time and then they're gone. So I've had that experience.
You remember when Raina was little, she wanted to talk on the phone too. So she had her own little broke headset, and she had her little broke computer. It wasn't a real computer, but when she figured out that it was broken, it just is not very fun anymore. But yeah, you want to like give them a chance to put their hands on it, but at the same time, some things isn't good for them, because once they start messing with it once, then they'll mess with it again. And when you work with computers and you have all this confidential information, it's a little hard to allow them to just touch it one time, so yeah, and that it's so many different ups and downs to working from home. Yeah, it's just dependent upon the industry though. So
It is,
call,
and that was a good point.
yeah, call center work is like it's easier. It won't cost as much because the materials, depending on the type of call center you run from home, it shouldn't cost you very much. You could get started, with little or nothing. Most people nowadays have internet. Um, most people have a computer. Some, I'm not going to say all. It's less than 50% actually. After I just looked at some stats, it's only like 30% people who actually have a computer in their home. And I think it's less for people with internet. But since it's like everything is streaming, I think it's more so that they just don't know how to use it
Hmm.
outside of just turning on their TV, since TV requires the internet now, so,
Right.
it's, I think that's like a little, so I would say working from home would be cheaper only because I've worked, brick and mortar before, and I had to pay for my wardrobe. I had to pay for my hair. I had to
Yeah.
pay for my shoes. I had to pay for my gas. I had to maintain the car. I had to have lunch, and then if the weather's changing, you got to dress accordingly. So that means you got to buy more clothes, and you got to have the supplies that you need, so that adds up, versus I could just not comb my hair, and I'm not being seen every day. I don't even have to change my clothes if I don't want to.
Pajamas. I don't like wearing pajamas to work. That like I have to at least put sweatpants on.
I love wearing pajamas. I was mad I had to
Really?
slacks to pay my slacks today, and a shirt and a jacket, a suit jacket. I was not happy. I was like, but I went. Now
But
I'm
you love
home.
your outfit. You love your new clothes.
They cool, but why I gotta keep it on? Like, no,
Well,
yeah, it looks nice to take it off, but I had to keep it on, and like, it was a
I just
long
have to I have to
time.
change into something because I realize for myself it changes my mindset. And I mean that's essentially what it's supposed to do is change your mindset when you're working from home. Changing clothes, getting ready like you're going to actually go to work. Put pants on. I heard some people don't wear pants when they work from home. I
And they
don't,
like get up in front of the camera, like, almost sponsored.
I
Just
don't know.
trying to get their coffee. I want a suit shirt,
I mean,
work shirt, and then they have on underwear and they get caught up when they stand up. Like, I do get dressed. I don't get dressed like I'm going to the office unless I have. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but I like really did stay up late working, and then I got up early to get ready for work, and then oh yeah, you got that problem right there.
yeah, with
Let's
having a bedtime.
just make me the host. It'll be fine.
So,
Just a second, everybody.
there we go.
Did it stop the countdown?
Nope. That's all right
Um,
though. We're all right.
all right. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just don't like to have to worry about paying for stuff that's unnecessary. I can work from home on the phones. If you guys are interested, again, you can hit the consultation button above or below, and you'll be able to contact us. And we do have opportunities for many different types of positions to work from home. If you're in the local area, In the local area of Detroit, Michigan, or in Michigan, I actually have positions that are brick and mortar for people who cannot or do not like to work from home, or you're just not aware of how to. But we'll be glad to walk you guys through anything. Like I said, itemizing your taxes, just to know what you can write off and what type of forms you need to file your taxes. I'll be glad to help you guys with that information also, just so that you can get the most bang for your buck. Because right now we really need to try and make sure that we can, you know, keep as much as we can in our pockets, especially for a rainy day, which we have many of those going on and to come. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, so we basically covered it. There's the necessities that you have, which is your in general, you've got your rent, which you would have to pay if you own your own house. You pay taxes typically. So you do have your property you'd have to take into consideration, but you've also got a lot of leniency with that, depending on what type of place you have, what type of structure. Office space, you can also rent office space. I know that's a popular thing now by us, renting office space. Electricity, you've got internet capabilities, cell phones, landlines, depending on what type of utilities you're going to be using. Um, Food costs. However, you have the much talked about transportation costs that's going on right now and the big, huge rise of that. Also, well, for what it's worth, just kind of mentioning, you also don't have doctor bills as quite as often as you may have because you're not out in the public so much, so you're not risking yourself getting a cold or a sinus infection. I mean, having little kids at home, you do run the risk because they bring home stuff. They're little germies, they're little germ monsters. But in general, you're not in an office with like no ventilation or anything like that. And in general, you don't have to go to the doctor as often. So insurance can be health insurance can also be a big difference as well. So there is other things like I mentioned, my little pleasures that make working from home fun for me. April that does not partake in any of those type of extracurricular purchases. But, they make it worthwhile for me, and that's what makes me get through the day. So,
Companies, I got too much going on as far as investing. So I do indulge in some little things. Oh, excuse me. I do
she is
indulge.
so tired.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm making it though. I'm doing it. I'm here, y'all.
Cheering her on.
Get off me.
So, one last thank you to Nisi for coming out, our captain of the mom squad.
That's the mom's
So,
part.
yep, our mom squad captain, and we will be having her on shortly um, in the coming days. And definitely join us tomorrow because we do have some interesting topic. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. I know it's interesting. It's on my end and I see it here, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet. And then don't forget on the 15th, I got to remind you about it anyway, April. But on the 15th, we're going to have our Mommy Power Hour, which is going to be that time where you're going to get your coffee, you're going to get your friend, and you're going to get some time for yourself. And we're just going to talk. That's all we're going to do. We're going to have coffee and we're going to talk. Right, my people? That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk. But
If you have some topics that you like to talk about, just make sure that you drop them in the comments, then we'll be glad to add them to the list. So make
I'm
sure.
on those comments. I love reading comments. I mean, listen,
I'm actually,
I
I
want
want
to say,
to
but
just,
don't forget, we've got other things coming up. We also have a week-long segment coming up in, I think, a week or two. You're not going to want to miss that because that is going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about. We have free talk coming up.
Bye.
Subscribe, share, let everyone know about your mom life. Share it. Sharing is caring, right? We tell the kids that all the time. And join us tomorrow. We'll post it in the comments and let you know. And you guys have a wonderful evening.
Thank you all for joining. And you have
Thank
a
you.
good,
Thanks, Nisi.
and we will see you
No
all.
problem.
We'll see you all on the next Mom Life with April and Jessica.
Jessica and April.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
guys.